And this week on Demon of the Week, we are doing the 34th Spirit of the Goetia, Furfur.
Welcome to my channel. You are entering the world of magic and mysticism with your host, Lee W. Johnson. Keep the lights on and help improve the channel by becoming a supporter for just $2.99 per month. Hit the join button.
Okie dokie, let's get started. Not such a long one this week, so let's do the correspondences. Date is February 19th to 28th, direction south, tarot is 8 of Cups, planet Mars, metal, iron, copper or silver. If I remember correctly, Mars is usually associated with iron, but there's the inclusion of copper and silver as well. Element fire, color red, plant cypress, incense, dragon's blood, zodiac 0 to 10 degrees Pisces. Other correspondences are lead, and the N is Ganen Menach, if you're going to pronounce it. Depends how you pronounce these things. I kind of go with a bit of a more Hebrew pronunciation. So it would be Menach, because it's a CH at the end, but you can say Menach. So let me say that again. Ganen Menach, or Menach, Tassa Furfur. I do find the iron inclusion here kind of interesting because these spirits are said to be Jinn and are, well, I'm not going to say said to be Jinn anymore because they are Jinn. In my understanding, they are Jinn, so I'm just going to say they are Jinn. And the Jinn are allergic to iron. So, when you are working with them, just be careful of that, be wary of it, and keep that in mind. You don't want to start creating a sigil out of iron and try and work with the Jinn. That's going to end in disaster. Okay, so the Goetia appeareth in the form of a hart with a fiery tail. Now, hart, if you're not sure what that is, H-A-R-T, it's a type of deer. He never speaketh the truth unless he be compelled or brought up within a triangle. Being therein, he will take it. Actually, that's quite interesting. It's mentioned he never speaketh the truth unless he be compelled or brought up within a triangle. If you read Goetia, everything you do is compelling the demons and forcing them into a triangle, binding them into a triangle. So to say this suggests that at some point someone thought of just calling the spirit without compelling them or without binding them into a triangle. Because otherwise, why would you even say that? Because that's the first thing you're going to do according to the instructions of the Goetia. So, I just find these things funny sometimes. Being therein, he will take upon himself the form of an angel. He speaketh with a hoarse voice. He will wittingly urge love between man and woman. He can raise lightning and thunders, blasts and great tempestuous storms. He giveth true answers, both of things secret and divine. But again, he giveth true answers, but previously he never speaketh the truth. Right, so I'm going to ignore most of that. Alright, so he is basically a love demon, and he can work with the weather. And he gives true answers, both to things secret and divine. Alright, so we can get information about divinity, the angels and things like that, and also secret things. Connolly says to raise energy during or before a ritual. Demon of fire scrying, it's not that he won't speak the truth, but rather you have to ask the right question and he will tell you whatever you want to know. Very important. So if you ask the wrong question, you are going to get if you ask a stupid question, you're going to get a stupid answer type of thing. Although there really are no stupid questions, we keep saying that. But if you don't ask the right question, then you're probably not going to get a proper answer. All right. To raise energy during or before a ritual, very good thing as well. You might be doing a working where you do need a lot of energy. So, and that energy you're going to collect in yourself, you're going to build up in yourself, and then you're going to project. So, Furfur can help you to raise that energy before, during the ritual. So, very handy one there. Johannum says, according to someone named High Priest Joseph, we don't know who that is, Furfur was the most beautiful demoness I have seen yet. She had white silky wings, blonde curly hair, and large blue eyes. Does sound rather lovely. Ashra Shadim notes that Furfur can destroy electrical devices in the vicinity of where he is being called. And this comes back to the raising of energy. So if you are going to be doing a working where you need an intense, and I'm talking intense, amount of energy, then just bear in mind that if you have your cell phone or things like that in the vicinity, you could ruin them. You find working magic a lot of the time, electrical devices just trips out, they don't work, they have weird things happen to them. Happens over and over again. It's happened to a lot with me, and every now and again we get, even just discussing magic on Black Hat Chat with Kai and myself, we just get difficulties every now and then. Then there's a lot of other things here, so let me go through them. Can teach the art of astral shapeshifting, grant the witch protection from predators, makes you smooth and skillful in spewing heresy, seduce and mislead other people, gives assistance to the pursuit of monetary gain to the point of wealth, can wreak havoc on one's introspection, therefore destroying the ego, sometimes incites sexual deviancy amongst his victims for his own pleasure. And Rufus Opus mentions reignites passion in relationships. So that part comes obviously back to being a love demon. Where did it say it? He will wittingly urge love between man and woman. So that's more specific though. When we think about love, there's a lot of different ways we can look at that. It can be inciting love in a person so they become interested in you, whereas they weren't before. It can be reigniting passion. So if you've got an existing relationship and it's getting a bit dry and a bit boring, and then you're just going about your day and you're really becoming friends, you want to ignite that passion again, then there's specific things you can do for that. Furfur can help with that from a love aspect. And then in the Goetia ritual, there's some symbolism regarding the deer tails and fiery tail. Regarding the deer, self-willed mind and not something easily controlled. Tails are balance, guidance, hence judgment and adjustment. And a fiery tail, they suggest, is the demon requires cautious engagement. And he has a hoarse voice as well, which is sometimes considered to be a spirit which you should be careful of. Alright, so yes, that's Furfur. I can't think of anything else. Let's just see what we're doing next week, and therefore next month, I believe, is Marcosius. Okay, so I'll see you then. Have a good one for now, and have a great week, great weekend, etc., 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 and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.